Have you ever wondered why your heart races during a horror movie, even though you're safe and sound on your couch? Or why a simple thought of public speaking can make your palms sweaty and your stomach churn? It's not just in your head, it's in your brain. Specifically, in a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. This tiny part of your brain is like the command center for fear, triggering a cascade of reactions that prepare you to face danger or run away. Hello friends, and welcome to Brainwaves. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the amygdala and exploring its crucial role in our emotional and fear responses. The brain is an incredibly complex organ, but when it comes to fear, there's one superstar that steals the show: the amygdala. Nestled deep within the brain's temporal lobe. This tiny structure is part of the limbic system, which is involved in our emotions, memories, and survival instincts. The amygdala acts as the brain's alarm system, constantly scanning our environment for threats and sending out signals when something is amiss. Fear is a fundamental emotion, deeply embedded in our brains because it's essential for survival. Imagine our ancestors out in the wild, where a sudden rustle in the bushes could mean a lurking predator. In these moments, the amygdala would spring into action, triggering a series of responses to prepare the body to fight, flee, or freeze. So how does the amygdala work its magic? When you encounter something potentially dangerous, let's say a snake on the path, the amygdala gets activated. It rapidly assesses the situation and sends signals to other parts of the brain, like the hypothalamus and brainstem. This kicks off the famous fight-or-flight response, releasing adrenaline and other stress hormones into your bloodstream. Your heart starts racing, pumping more blood to your muscles. Your pupils dilate to let in more light, giving you a better view of your surroundings. Your muscles tense, ready to spring into action. This is all thanks to the amygdala's quick thinking. It doesn't wait for the slower, rational parts of your brain to weigh the pros and cons. It acts immediately to keep you safe. A range of emotional scenes, someone crying at a sad movie, another person laughing at a joke, someone else showing affection. But the amygdala isn't just about fear. It's also deeply involved in processing a wide range of emotions, all the way from love and happiness to sadness and anger. When you feel strong emotions, the amygdala is often at the helm, orchestrating your responses. This is why your heart races not just in fear, but also when you're excited or angry. Ever wonder why you blush when you're embarrassed? Or why your heart skips a beat when you see someone you're attracted to? That's the amygdala's doing. It's constantly working in the background, ensuring that your emotional responses are in line with what's happening around you. While fear is essential for survival, it can also become problematic. The amygdala's quick response is great when there's an actual threat. But what about when there isn't? This is where irrational fears and anxiety come into play. Sometimes the amygdala can misfire, triggering a fear response when there's no real danger. Take, for example, the fear of flying. Even though we know logically that air travel is one of the safest modes of transportation, the amygdala might still perceive it as a threat. This can lead to anxiety, avoidance behaviors, and a lot of unnecessary stress. It's as if the amygdala is overprotective, like a parent who sees danger in every situation. Another example is the fear of public speaking. For many people, the idea of speaking in front of a crowd triggers a powerful fear response. The amygdala reacts as if you're facing a predator, even though the only thing at stake might be a little embarrassment. When the amygdala becomes overly sensitive or is frequently triggered, it can contribute to mental health conditions like anxiety disorders, PTSD, and phobias. In PTSD, for instance, the amygdala is often hyperactive, causing the individual to relive the traumatic event over and over, as if it's happening again. This hyperactivity makes it difficult for the brain's rational parts, like the prefrontal cortex, to step in and regulate the fear response. It's like having an overzealous security guard who sets off the alarm at every small noise, making it hard to feel safe and calm. Part 6: How fear can be beneficial, the positive side of the amygdala. Despite these challenges, fear isn't all bad. In fact, it can be incredibly beneficial. Fear can motivate us to take action, avoid danger, and learn from past experiences. It's what kept our ancestors safe in the wild, and still plays a crucial role in our survival today. Fear can also drive us to achieve our goals. The fear of failure, for example, might push you to study harder for an exam or work diligently to meet a deadline. In these cases, the amygdala's quick responses are helping you stay on track. Moreover, fear can be a valuable teacher. By remembering and learning from dangerous or negative experiences, the amygdala helps you avoid repeating the same mistakes. It's like having an internal guide that steers you away from potential harm. So, how can we manage fear when it becomes overwhelming or irrational? One effective approach is to engage the rational parts of the brain, like the prefrontal cortex, which can help override the amygdala's alarm signals. Techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing, and cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, are designed to help calm the amygdala and restore balance. Another strategy is to reframe how we perceive fear. By viewing it as a natural protective response rather than a sign of weakness, we can better manage our reactions. Visualization exercises where you imagine a positive outcome can also help reduce fear and anxiety. To sum it up, the amygdala plays a central role in our emotional and fear responses. It's our brain's security system, always on the lookout for potential dangers. While this is crucial for our survival, it can also lead to irrational fears and anxiety when the amygdala is overly active. But remember, fear isn't just a negative force. It's also a powerful motivator that can push us to take action, learn, and grow. By understanding how our brain processes fear, we can find better ways to manage it and use it to our advantage. What are some of your experiences with fear? Have you ever faced an irrational fear that you eventually overcame? Share your stories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and get notified. Until next time. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the incredible power of the brain.